picked up Kansas City first. I'm gonna give Dennis his opportunity to talk his shit. Shout out to New York City, or yeah.
At New Jersey, but it's fine because they rock the NYNJ, and so I can respect it, right?
I'd say they do own it at least. Like
right.
it's not, yeah.
They at least have NJ in their name, not like the Red Bulls who decide that they don't want to, they don't want to rep Newark or Harrison or whatever.
Harrison,
Harrison. Harrison's just a suburb of Newark. It's fine. But I mean, this is just incredible. This is the team that supposedly snuck into the playoffs in Gotham here. If you haven't been watching this has been an incredible run of playoffs here. There's been some great matchups here. All four of these games were excellent and a lot of fun to watch. The Orlando Reign game had some excellent ref cam footage. If you haven't had a chance to check that out, Martha getting involved there. Just again, a lot of fun to watch. A lot of crazy stuff going on. But the Gotham come in, they sneak into the playoffs, supposedly getting the 8th seed. They go and take on the Kansas City Current that have not lost at home all season. And they came up and I mean,
they beat them in additional extra time though, guys. And
they had the lead. Let's back up here. They had the lead from the 50-something minute by FC Dallas Academy product Jaden Shaw.
Yeah, Jaden Shaw.
For sure.
Let's go.
She had she had the goal, the go-ahead goal, and she had the assist on the winning goal.
Look, there's nothing wrong with sneaking into playoffs.
No, I don't know why he's putting quotation marks. They made the playoff on the last game of the year. So
there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I don't know. I
will say playoff system. That's how it goes.
I will say the arrogance of Gotham now talking about this is our year, and I'm like, sit the fuck down.
My guy, though, the hype coming off of this has been awesome, though.
For sure.
The Jaden Shaw video. Oh my god.
Yeah, which one?
The one you texted me.
The Tupac video.
Yes.
Jaden doing the intro to Jaden doing her best Tupac impression, or what did she say? Underdog, my ass was the quote in the post game press conference. First of all, I mean the players are all salty. I mean if you got a chance to watch the Spirit game, Trin Rodman on the sideline just like losing her mind was incredible fun to watch. So there's a ton of energy and there's a ton of like really fun moments coming out of these games. But I will say this: if you're on the internet, if you're on Twitter, if you're on Reddit, NWSL fans are the meanest fans I have ever encountered.
Yeah, they're monsters.
They are just mean. It's a lot of fun to watch, especially coming into watching some of these games as a neutral. Like watching these fans just attack each other is like real. Like it's real soccer culture. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Up the bats forever. Gotham all the way.
They're gonna run the buzzsaw that is Orlando though. But
that's what they said about Kansas City too.
No, I've always said Shield winners don't do well. I said that the last 3 weeks now in a row.
Yeah, I will.
You were
say
picking.
that...
Go to. You were pull the tape. Pull the tape. Pull the tape. He was all in on the current.
Ladies and gentlemen,
hold on.
For audio listeners,
go ahead. Sorry.
Hubert just pulled the physical VHS he had earlier when he said pull the tape. It was hilarious. Watch this on YouTube.
Wonderful.
Yeah, go ahead.
Marcus wasn't saying Marcus wasn't calling KC to win it per se. He was just saying they got to be the favorites just because of their talent and everything. I don't think he was doubting Gotham. I think it was more of up in Kansas City.
Yeah, I've said this always. Shield winners do not win finals, right?
Yeah, and that's a whole discussion to be had about playoff systems.
You put some respect on the legacy of Sky Blue FC.
I don't put any respect on
Kansas
any
City,
team in New Jersey. That's a fact. So, but yeah,
congrats, Dennis. We're very happy for you.
Shout out to Gotham. The Pride game was really fun. My only issue with this is that they have too many TV partners, and it was a bitch to find where these games were. But whatever.
Especially if you have YouTube TV and they don't carry ESPN or ABC.
They don't carry ESPN. Exactly.
Yeah, that was weird. Yeah, hard to find some of these.
Honestly, it's like I don't know what's going to end first: the YouTube ESPN shutdown or the government shutdown.
Well, the government shutdown has ended.
FYI. So the YouTube TV ESPN deal has actually gone on longer than the government shutdown now, and I think we actually really need to get the Swifties involved here. I think they can solve this for
the Swifties,
they can solve this for us.
The Swifties are finally realizing that she has no talent, can't dance, and is a complete.
Well, they're all still Chiefs fans, and so the next time the Chiefs play on Monday Night Football, we just need to get them to bully the league into
doing something.
Forcing it. They have the power. If you're out there, if you're listening, make it happen.
Oh my God. Anyway, my favorite is still the Thorns. I think them. The Spirit game was really fun. The Spirit's quality team. They have the capability to go all the way, but I think the Thorns are going to win it all.
And if Trey Rodman makes it back before these playoffs are over, she's going to have a big impact.
For sure.
I have not watched enough NWSL this year to really say who I think the better teams are.
You're missing out.
I don't have a horse in this race.
You're missing out.
Neither do I, but they're on Prime and I have Prime. So if there's a Prime game on, it's the first thing in the banner and I'll just turn it on. So
no, I just don't have a horse in the race. That's all.
No, even as a neutral, it's a lot of fun to watch. It's been a great season, and the product is really improving in this league.
Yeah.
But I will pull for Gotham. Always love the lowest seed.
There we go. You're on board.
Enough.
Let's go. We'll get you a t-shirt.
They did release their attendance and TV numbers. So their attendance is down 5%. There's a caveat that they did have the one massive 40,000+ game. So if you take that out, there's actually down closer to 11%, but whatever. It is what it is. Everyone's down. MLS is down. USL's down. Everyone's down in attendance, and I think that has more to do.
It's almost like it's the economy.
The economy, stupid, as a former player. But their TV numbers are up, though. Their TV numbers are up. It helps being on broadcast television. Ionet Network is available everywhere, etc. But like I said, the Thorns are my favorite to win the whole thing. Google your listings, get tickets if you're nearby. And Kansas City next year, if you're leading the league by a lot, bench everyone, play your kids, and then try to finish third, and then that might help you.
Marcus, do you know on the percent drop if there was any team who didn't have a drop in attendance? Sorry.
I don't think they broke it down by.
Okay, it was just.
I would have to go in and do individual leagues.
I was just curious if you knew that.
Yeah, the Bay City. So Louisville, which is the USL club that's in the NWSL, they have the lowest attendance in the league. But that's because Louisville's not really a big market, so it's whatever. Shout out to NWSL Atlanta. So Arthur Blank is bringing a women's team into that stadium as well. So he paid $165 million, which is making USL Super League even more attractive because who the fuck has that kind of money?
I will say I love the idea of a women's team in Atlanta.
Oh, for sure, it'll be awesome.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting to see how many they can get in Mercedes-Benz. It's an interesting take.
Is that the plan?
Yeah, it's Arthur Blank. He's basically putting the whole his whole empire in that stadium. So,
but that's 3 new NWSL clubs coming out now. That's Denver and Boston, who start. Is Atlanta going to be starting next year, or are they going to be 27?
It was up in the air. Based on the article, it said maybe. I think it might be too quickly for me.
You've got Denver's kicking off next season. Their stadium won't be complete yet, so they'll be playing at Mile High.
Mile High, yeah.
And then you've got Boston will be playing at Gillette Stadium.
Yes, because their stadium.
I cannot wait for a true New York-Boston soccer rivalry here, and I don't count Red Bull, New England because they just haven't. New England hasn't been relevant in decades. But Gotham, Boston is going to be a fun rivalry with what we were just talking about with this league being their fans being as angry and mean as they are. That is going to be a fun rivalry to watch.
The Revolution are just FC Dallas on the East.
Oh wow!
Or is that Chicago?
At least we're not DC United.
Yeah. I'm here for the Atlanta team. If I need to pick a rooting interest, it might just go ahead and wait and be Atlanta when they come into the league. I don't know. I like a good Atlanta team. That's a good city.
Yeah, we'll see all these women's team playing in NFL stadiums. We'll see how the attendance looks.
See if we can get Killer Mike out there.
No, they'll get all the fans. They'll get all the celebrity. Atlanta is a winning city, though. Unless you're the Falcons, they'll go whatever. But the city in general,
as bad as they were this season, they're still pulling in 25,000 a game, and that's down from the 30, 35, 40 they were a couple of years ago. But they're still pulling in good numbers, and they're still warranted to be playing in that stadium. And I think there's a good opportunity next year for them to build it back up again. But it'd be really interesting to see what kind of numbers the women's league does there.
With Tati back, we'll see. We'll see what Atlanta can do next year.
Yep.
Well, when they get going, we'll have to get out there get some wet lemon pepper wings.
For sure. Oh, lemon pepper. Oh, god damn it!
Are we going to Magic City or what?
No, we don't have Magic City numbers. When the drug dealers and rappers come in, we definitely don't have enough money.
You go for the lunch buffet. Come on.
No, facts. Their breakfast is fire.
You go at like 12:30 in the afternoon. You get the matinee show, and
I'm not up at 12:30 in the afternoon.
The lunch buffet.
That's a fact. Fine. I'm like, who's awake?
Oh, I am at Eastern time, maybe. But
yeah, who wants to be in Magic City at 12, like noon? Those girls have night jobs. I don't want to go see them.
I'm there for the wings, not the show. Okay, I'm there for the food. Honestly.
Yeah, I believe you.
I'm at that stage in my life where I'm there for the wings. Okay.
Yeah. We all say that. Yeah. I read Playboy for the articles, of course.
No one goes to Hooters for wings.
That's not true. They're never mind. We're not. Anyways, MLS Cup bracket.
A Chris Rock reference.
Yeah. MLS Cup. I got to go to work, guys. We're pushing it. MLS Cup brackets. If only. If I could live my soft life, or in what I call it, my Hubert life, I wish. Unfortunately,
he's in his soft girl era.
He's in his soft girl era, bro.
You're not wrong.
So much.
You're not wrong.
Shout out to Wifey. Love her.
That's until the Neils force him into working for Trinity.
Oh, that's a fact. He's going to be on payroll here shortly. Yeah, so shout out to Miami FC, who finally got out of the first round. So shout out to them. I think they're gonna go the whole way, bro. I think it's crazy.
I mean, it wouldn't be that shocking, right?
Yeah. Speaking of Miami, fuck Luis Suarez, and why the fuck is he not just lifetime banned at this point?
I mean, listen, if the man had done the things he's done on the field, not on the field, he'd be in a psych ward.
Exactly my point.
It's Florida, he'd be in prison.
Nah, fair enough. We don't need to open up a can of worms of discussion. Just fuck Suarez. Let's
fuck Suarez. Move up. Shout out to Seattle for getting their ass kicked. That being said, on the replay of that penalty kick, he was not on his fucking line. He was way off his line. I don't know how the ref. It was a great game. They fought back. They were down. Shout out to Minnesota. Minnesota. I mean, I lived in Minnesota in the NASL days. The fucking great team.
Beautiful.
Love that. San Diego, I think, is trying to pull their best Chicago impression, where you win the whole league in your first year. Well, Atlanta did it as well, but Chicago is the original one that did that in '99. Snapdragon is still a shit venue for soccer, to be completely honest with you, but whatever.
To paraphrase Hubert here, I don't respect expansion clubs.
No. As long as they don't come in like Seattle, where they act like they invented the sport, I'm completely okay with it.
This was a great. The Minnesota Seattle game was
look. You can't be an FC Dallas fan and want to root for an expansion team. That's all I know.
But that was for the game 3 of that series. That was just a war. And shout out to Wonderwall for much love to those guys up there. They brought it. They brought the noise even when they were down goals and down a player. They were just like, they did not stop. But realistically, I think the championship match here is what you're looking at here on the top end of the Western Conference here. I think Vancouver and LA, I think that's the championship game.
I'm excited to watch that game. I think, like Peter was talking about last week, that's going to be the real test of where Vancouver's really at.
Yeah.
I think whoever comes out of that game is winning the cup.
Yeah.
I'm afraid to write Philadelphia off.
Yeah, Philly, sure. Again, Shield winners. So that's the issue. I think they get past New York. That's not really.
I think so too.
Are these? Well, no, they're playing in Philly. I was like, are these New York games going to be in Red Bull? But they're not hosting it at any point, so that doesn't matter. I personally think if Miami makes it. Oh wait, no, Miami can't host the final because everybody on the left had more points. All right, never mind. Ignore this. I was going to say if they would move it to Hard Rock if Miami.
That'd be pretty sick, actually, if they did that.
But I'm looking at everybody left. The only person.
Did Miami finish with more points than LA?
Yes, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. I think so.
They definitely didn't finish with more points than Minnesota, so I think that might be the only way they can.
Yeah, Minnesota is the only team that they would. Yeah, so Miami had 65. So let me look on the West Coast. Oh no, Miami had more points than everybody on the West. Okay, so Miami could host if they make it because they have more points. Wait, so the East actually had more points than the West. When's the last time that happened? That doesn't happen a lot.
The East had a hell of the top teams in the East were. I mean, there was a large disparity between the top and the bottom, but the top teams in the East really, really came to play.
Okay, so I go back to my original point. Then, do you think they move it to Hard Rock and try to sell 70,000 for that final, or they stick a chase. And
Messi playing in a final, I think you're
definitely going to try to. I'm going to say I'll be rooting against it because fuck Miami and their model.
Fuck Miami and fuck everything about that place at the city.
We don't hate you because we're not you. We hate you because you're ruining the sport.
Yep.
That's not true. You like those pink.
No, now did you hear the latest bullshit that they're trying to get Neymar now to go play with him?
Oh, great. Cool. So we might see Neymar play a third of a season. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
No, Neymar needs. Well, apparently Messi might go to Turkey for the offseason before the World Cup, and I'm just very confused.
Look, hopefully,
all I know is if your club is in Miami and you're pink and your mascot's not the flamingo, you fucked up.
Fair enough.
All right, we're gonna. Heron?
Come on. I don't know.
All right.
I mean, herons are endemic to southern Florida, so I get it. All right, so we're gonna wrap up here. Yeah, fair enough. We're gonna wrap up here. Shield winners in the final. So Knoxville won the USL League One. I think with like 5 points clear. They're gonna host the Spokane Velocity, who second final for Spokane here. They had a hell of a game.
Yeah, that was a fun game to watch.
Yeah, Portland Hearts of Pine almost pulled it out. It was, really good game. Penalty shootout. Goalkeepers doing what goalkeepers need to do. Although some of those penalties were literally shoulder high, just shy of the right or left. They weren't really good. But so Knoxville, they plan on selling this building out. I think they're going to get like 7,500, maybe 8,000 if they do standing room. I did a post on Reddit about I really hate baseball stadiums, and this is not a good showcase for the league.
Would you prefer a baseball stadium or a football stadium if you had to choose?
Probably football. So I hate baseball stadiums because the angles are terrible, and because they're using the regular TV, so they're using the regular broadcast booth, which means that you're staring off into the outfield and not into the stands, which is stupid. And I hate the fact that they don't take down the foul nets.
Mm-hmm.
Like the minor league baseball season is over. You can actually take all that stuff down and just put it back up next year, but they don't. So on the camera, depending on where it's swinging, you'll just see the bar right across the top. I'm like, this is not good. The only upside is because the minor league baseball season is over, the turf they laid down is there and has been, so it's growing in. So the field will be decent at least. So that's the only upside. But that should be a good game. Another discussion is, so this final is only going to be on Golasso Network, not on CBS broadcast. But because of that, it's actually going to be at a decent time of day and not at noon Eastern.
Yeah.
There's an argument to be had is that better or worse? You're on Big Boy CBS, but you're playing at 11 a.m. I don't know. That's a discussion for another time. I think Knoxville has been good all season, but I think Spokane's going to pull it out in their second appearance in 2 years.
Shout out to that crowd in Spokane, man. They were so engaged. It was really fun to watch that.
No, it's really, and they support both the women's and men's team. Like they're actually showing up and doing good attendance. So again, small market team, but it's the only show in town, so you get good support. So shout out to Spokane. And this is why I said football instead of baseball. Technically, that Spokane Stadium is for the high school football teams, but they built it in a way where soccer is there, but the TV angle is straight down. So it's really weird. It's a really weird TV angle. Championship, they're in semifinals. So we have Pittsburgh, Rhode Island. That's going to be a hell of a game. That's going to be sold out for sure. And then we have Tulsa, New Mexico. So battle of the baseball stadiums. Whoever wins this is hosting. So we're definitely getting a baseball stadium final.
Man, if we get a Tulsa final, we making that trip?
We might, depending on the day. Tulsa is central, though, so they will actually be 11 a.m., so I guess that's decent.
I'm pulling for Tulsa. They're my most local team, and I have a soft spot for their supporters group, as we've talked about before, so let's see something happen there.
Yeah, so we'll see about that. I would rather have Rhode Island host, but they snuck in, so there's no chance of that happening. If Tulsa makes it, we might want to see about making a trip there. These games are really good. New Mexico, I will say, someone pointed out, a lot of these games are going to penalty shootouts. I don't know if it's nerves, guys saying I'd rather not lose it in regular time.
It happens. Yeah, maybe.
Fuck North Carolina. I'm glad that they lost the way they lost 2-0. Jerk off. Why would you announce you're leaving right before the game instead of just
what a weird decision?
Because that is a shitty ownership group.
Aside from the shitty situation that is.
Yeah.
Why announce it then?
Yeah, he's a dick. He's
incredible.
Trying to bully the city to get a stadium. And here his argument is like, we're not getting fans there, but the NWSL team averages 3,000 more people than the men's team. So to me, that's not a people don't want to go out there issue. That's a you not marketing an issue. Tomato. Shout out to all those guys. I'm hoping the PA. We'll talk about this next week. I'm hoping the PA gets some of what they need. Not having a championship season next year would be one of the dumber things I've ever seen. Shooting yourself in the foot. That being said, I understand why the PA has to stand their ground now. This is the most leverage you'll have leading into a World Cup year.
Yeah, these things are hard to do.
Yeah, try, and it's going to be a minimum 3 year. So try to get as much as you can this year, and lead. In 3 years the championship will look completely different. We're going to have a bunch of teams building stadiums, getting stuff done. So yeah, this is the playoff here.
And then the 2027 bubble will burst.
What do you mean?
The post World Cup bubble.
I mean, a lot of these teams are trying to get cities to build them stadiums. So
the World Cup boost is a whole other discussion to me.
Yeah. We'll do that next week for sure. But so these are all the I think I still have my heart out for Pittsburgh. Solid team, great venue. But
Dennis, would you like to shit on the city of Pittsburgh?
Yeah, I don't care about Pittsburgh.
Oh wow!
It's the Midwest. This is not my area.
Not your area of expertise. All right. No. So yeah, that's it. That's the USL Championship.
I'll leave that to somebody from Cleveland. I don't know.
I mean, Cleveland doesn't have a team, at least not yet, anyway. So, all right, gentlemen. So that is the playoffs. We did fail to mention Trinity plays Spokane actually next week, right? Yes.
Yep. Away.
Get your Peacock subscriptions. Still the cheapest thing in sports for now, anyway.
And if you want an exciting, thoughtful recap of the game, check me out on Third Degree.
Check out Third Degree. Their pod comes out today, which is why we've been doing ours on Tuesday. So, we're trying not to compete with those guys. Collaboration, not competition here.
Absolutely. More the same way when there are more soccer clubs in Dallas, the fans win. When there are more soccer podcasts, we all win.
Yes. Oh, also, I've heard USL Fort Worth is not dead, just asleep. So
we're not dead yet.
Yeah. They're hibernating. They're trying to figure out money situations, which 2027. We'll see. 2020. This is why I said the bubble won't burst, because championship is getting 3 new teams in 27. So it can't be bursting, but we'll see. Fuck North Carolina, fuck Miami, and as always, fuck Houston.
Fuck Houston. Up the bats. Guardians out.
Guardians.